Central National Bank proudly supports the students and staff of Marion Florence USD 408. Central National Bank has been providing Kansans with sound financial advice since 1884. We are dedicated to providing the quality service that makes our Marion County customers and the communities we serve successful. The officers and employees of Central National Bank work to be your financial resource of choice in the Marion County area. St. Luke Hospital provides a full range of healthcare services. The healthcare professionals and staff are dedicated to keeping you healthy and helping you recover if illness or accident do occur. Remodeled in 2012, St. Luke Hospital added a state-of-the-art physical therapy area, CT scanner, and beautiful patient care areas. The hospital, living center, and medical clinic provide the best in medical services. St. Luke Hospital, right here at home, right here for you. When time is called on the field, it's a Tampa State Bank timeout. Tampa State Bank provides support to MCTV and provides the best in banking services in Marion and Tampa. Tampa State Bank is one of the few locally owned banks in Marion County and offers a full range of banking services, including ATM service. State Bank provides friendly, courteous officers and staff, as they have since 1901. When it comes to banking, see TSB. When the Warriors cross the goal line, it's a Case & Son touchdown. Case & Son is an independent insurance agency representing many companies and offering a full line of property and casualty insurance, including home, auto, farm, business, and life. Case & Son is the oldest continuously operated business in Marion County. Just as MCTV counts on them for support, you can count on Case & Son Insurance. Lanning Pharmacy brings something old and something new to MCTV sponsorship. Longtime sponsor Marion Health Mart is now Lanning Pharmacy, a full-line pharmacy accepting almost all major insurance plans. Newly remodeled and offering everything from flu shots to medical equipment, Hallmark cards, gifts, toys, and expert advice on all your pharmaceutical needs. Lanning Pharmacy supports the Warriors and Wildcats of USD 408.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Warrior fan. Welcome to MCTV Marion Channel 20. This is the Central National Bank pregame show before the Marion Warriors, 6-0 on this season, take on the visiting Southeast of Saline Trojans, also coming in at 6-0 in the first game of district play. Mike Powers here with Roger Schroeder, Kevin Friesing, Darren Neufeld down on the field. He is Casey Case tonight. And let's talk about this game. We'll start with you, Roger.
Thanks, Mike. Great matchup of two 6-0 teams, two teams that are viewed as strong teams in the 3A class, especially in the central Kansas area. I believe the last rankings I looked had Southeast of Saline up in the top 5, I want to say. Number 6, thank you, Kevin. And the Marion Warriors, if they're 8, thank you. This is the research guy here. Glad we brought him along tonight.
He's good with the fingers.
I've been busy changing diapers this week, so I haven't done quite as much research as I probably should have. But it's a great matchup on paper, and I anticipate that matchup carrying over to the field tonight, too.
Let's go down to Darren. I think the band's going to play the alma mater in just a second. So let's get Darren's thoughts.
Well, I think when you take a look at this matchup and watching some of the game film from Southeast, they appeared at first to have some pretty strong, fast, quick guys, but once they got downfield a little bit, it seemed like, especially against last week against Beloit, they were getting caught downfield. So even though they got some speed, as they were able to get downfield, the opponents were able to keep up with them and go get them.
You have a prediction on the score of tonight's game, Darren?
Oh, how about catching up with me in a couple minutes on that?
Okay, well, we can do that. That is not a problem. This is the Central National Bank pregame show, and Lois Smith is interrupting it, but we'll go to Kevin Friesing for the next part of it.
All right. First of all, great to be back up here in this new press box area, Mike. Awesome looking place.
This is the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast area.
All right, I will remember that. From what I read in the pregame reports, Hillsborough and Southeast of Saline should be very closely and evenly matched, both very physical. Both seem to have some skilled positions that have lots of speed with them, good recognition of holes, and so it should be very competitive.
Had a brief interlude there to observe the national anthem and honor America, and we are back with the Central National Bank pregame show from the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast area. Kevin Priesting, back to you.
Well, it shows that I've got a lot of rust on my windpipes, apparently, because I inadvertently mentioned Hillsborough. My mind is having trouble tracking tonight because I'm so overwhelmed to get to actually work with Mike Powers and Roger Schroeder tonight.
Yeah.
Darren, no offense to you, but Casey Case just usually likes to razz me a lot up here, too. So if you would please feel free to continue that tradition, that would be awesome.
Well, I was getting ready to, but I thought I'd let you apologize first.
All right. Well, that's where I'm leading to next. My brain, as it tends to work in somewhat erratic behavior, inadvertently said Hillsborough. What I was thinking of already as part of my next segment was the district games that we have features Marion and Hillsborough and Heston and southeast of Saline, which is an unbelievable district. So I guess my thoughts got a little bit ahead of myself. But Marion Warriors, with their quarterback, their running back, and along the especially their defensive core and their defensive backfield, have lots of speed, lots of athleticism, as does southeast of Saline. So that's kind of where I was heading with that. With that said, the Marion Warriors also have a very impressive front line. And I really kind of think, guys, that this battle could be won, or this game could be won or lost right up in the trenches tonight.
Absolutely. I think you're going to look for Marion to come out and play old-fashioned Warrior football to start, try to establish a run, dominate the line of scrimmage. Southeast of Saline is much smaller across the line than some of our more recent opponents. And with that, Kevin, we'll come back to you in a second, Raj. With that, Kevin, prediction for the game.
I predict that we're going to see a fairly high-scoring game, especially for maybe high school football in central Kansas. I'm going to predict it will be Marion 28, Southeast of Saline 26, a very tight matchup.
A barn burner. Roger, anything you wish to say, plus a score, please?
I anticipate a tight game as well, and I think this game could just potentially be an absolute track meet, just up and down the field. Both offenses, while a little bit different in the style of play that they're going to try to attack the defense with. Marion wants to run the football, wants to be aggressive, dominate the line of scrimmage. Southeast, a little bit undersized, as you mentioned. They're going to run a little more of a spread attack, at least as far as some things that I've heard. Tunnel screens, bubble screens, things like that. Quarterback's completing over 50% of his passes this year. They're comfortable putting the ball in the air. I'm going to say it's going to be Marion 34, Southeast 28.
And Darren, back to you.
Well, I tend to agree with both what Roger and Kevin said. In watching a lot of the game film again, the battle is going to be one in the trenches. There's no doubt about that in this game tonight. Roger's right. Southeast is going to spread it out. The faster we can get to them, the better. One of the problems Marion's had here over the last couple of weeks is, I think the last 4 to be in fact, is they've let that defense drive down on them, or I'm sorry, our defense, the opponent's offense, have driven clear down the field. Now, we've only given up 1 touchdown, I think, on those first drives. We've come away to stop them, but we do not want to be down in this game at the start. So I think the defense has to come out and just put a stop on the first offensive series Southeast. That being said, I'm going to go even a little bit higher. I think this is going to be a track meet tonight. All the teams so far that have had any kind of offense at all have been able to score pretty easily on Southeast. I'm going to say 46-38.
Wow, 46-38. Well, that I kind of hope Darren's right, because that would be a fun game.
That would.
I'm going 30-28, Marion. Marion has been, 44 has been a bit of a magic number for us this year. I'd love to see us get there. Well, guys, we're about ready to wrap up the Central National Bank pregame show. Anything else anyone wants to add in? All right, thank you very much. Be back with the kickoff.
We are committed to delivering the most reliable service and original, creative programming and better quality choices.
To not just meet but exceed your expectations so you can choose your own entertainment when, where, and how you want it, anywhere and anytime.
With individual plans that allow you to pick your services and have access to customer service 7 days a week.
Because you deserve the best value in entertainment, and it's our job to deliver it. No exceptions, no excuses.
We are Eagle Communications.
This broadcast is sponsored in part by Prairie Land Partners, the largest John Deere dealership in South Central Kansas. Specializing in large ag, turf, and integrated solutions products, Prairie Land is always close by with 9 locations and more than 250 employees. Prairie Land Partners, partnering together with you to nurture the land. Right here at home, Marion National Bank supports the Marion community and the area. Committed to serving the financial needs of our community since 1905, Marion National Bank offers full-service banking, including agricultural, commercial, consumer, real estate, and loans for any worthwhile purpose. Meeting all of your banking expectations. Marion National Bank, your neighborhood bank. Lanning Pharmacy brings something old and something new to MCTV sponsorship. Longtime sponsor Marion Health Mart is now Lanning Pharmacy, a full-line pharmacy accepting almost all major insurance plans. Newly remodeled and offering everything from flu shots to medical equipment, Hallmark cards, gifts, toys, and expert advice on all your pharmaceutical needs. Lanning Pharmacy supports the Warriors and Wildcats of USD 408.
We are back and ready to get lined up for the opening kickoff here. Tonight's big ball game, southeast of Saline, Marion. These two teams have battled over the years, almost always in district play, a few times in the playoffs themselves. In case you're wondering, Casey Case is in South Carolina. They've called him in for hurricane research. Jeremiah Lang is in Cuba. They've called him in for international relations research. Roger Schroeder is supposed to be in his house taking care of his baby, but they kicked him out. And Kevin Freesting, we drug up from the graveyard of the MCTV announcers past. And Darren Neufeld, we got from somewhere from heaven. He just dropped into our hands. So.
I had to go clear in the back of my closet, even trying to find some clothes that had the MCTV stuff on it. In fact, Mike, I feel better. Mine's the old 22,
yeah.
And so is yours, so I don't feel quite so bad.
Yep. All right, here's our opening kickoff. Southeast won the toss. They deferred line drive kick. Peterson takes it inside the 10. That's Wheeler. Good run back by Wheeler. Gets the ball out across the 35.
Mike, what I've been seeing as the year has been progressing and also in the scouting reports is Marion seems to have maybe started somewhat slowly in a lot of the games and then have kind of turned on the jets. I really think that tonight we've got to come out and make a statement on this opening drive, and that'd be very, very important for the overall momentum of this game.
Absolutely right on there, Kevin. A lot of times we've been seeing the defense start the game on the field and kind of that bend, don't break mentality. Let's see how the offense does on their opening series of the game.
Snyder from the pistol. The handoff coming around this way with Wheeler. And Wheeler's cut down after a very short game.
Good physical tackle there from the defensive back, something we haven't seen in some of the opponents thus far on the Warriors schedule. They're going to, looks like, at least from the first play, they're going to stick their nose in there and make the yards tough for the Warrior offense.
Gain of just a couple, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Kind of a traditional 4-3 defense, and again, the scouting report said lots of speed in the defensive backfield.
Snyder keeps. Well, he breaks through the initial tackle, but he's wrapped up after a gain of a couple more. The ball will be on the 40. It'll be 3rd down.
Third and medium here on the 40. Whole playbook's open for the Warrior offense. Let's see what Coach Kraft dials up here to try to convert on 3rd down.
We'll call it a 3rd and 6. I think I was waiting for the handoff to Riggs, and I think maybe the Marion coaching staff thought Southeast would be as well as they faked the handoff to him. Well, going to be the option. Snyder turns back upfield. A good move, and he's going to get the 1st down, get the ball into Trojan territory.
Good vision there by the junior quarterback for the Warriors. Did a good job kind of setting that play up and cutting back against the grain there to pick up the 1st down.
Guys, I know that Southeast Saline is 6-0, but I have a feeling they probably haven't seen a quarterback with quite the speed and athleticism that Marion quarterback Snyder has.
Tell you what, between Snyder, Wheeler, and Peterson, there's a lot of athleticism there. Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
That pick was caused by the rush. That's a good run back. Only Wheeler can get him. And that's in for a touchdown. So the first big break goes the way of the Trojans.
A lot of heat there coming through the line on Jack Schneider, and he threw an ill-advised pass there under pressure with 3 Trojans kind of sitting back there waiting for him. You can see on the replay here he's going to have a guy right in his face. And there's 3 defenders back there, and number 24, Damon Douglas, they're able to take it to the house and get Southeast on the board first.
I think that was somewhat of a delayed blitz maybe. That number 7, so that must have been a defensive back that had made that or come in and did that blitz.
And they're going with the old swinging gate here on their PAT opportunity.
And quarterback scrambling. Warriors all over the place, looking for somebody to throw it to. Oh, was he inbounds?
He was inbounds.
Wow. Great job by that quarterback. We should note he's a 3-year starter. A lot of savvy there.
He showed absolutely no panic under pressure there. He was going to extend the play as long as he could and try to find an open receiver. He was able to do and put Southeast up 8-0 here with just under 10 minutes left in the first.
Darren.
You know, actually, that on that extra play or the extra attempt, the quarterback in that set is actually number 4, not number 2.
Ben Murray. Thank you. And he is labeled in the scouting report as the most dangerous offensive player for Southeast.
Yeah, that's correct. He is he's usually the one that touches the during the game than anybody else.
So early in the first quarter, at the 9:54 mark, Southeast scores on the big interception return for the TD, goes up 7-0. Wind is going to be out of the south tonight. That last kick was a line drive, which is what the scouting report said to expect. Casey Case always thinks the wind affects his ability to communicate with us. Darren has not indicated he has that fear. And it goes into the end zone, and Wheeler wisely lets it go through, so the Warriors will bring it out and set up, try to get it started again.
You know, there was a little promise to that first drive. No negative plays other than the interception. 3 runs, all for positive yards with the big run on 3rd down to convert. I think you can take some positives there. The pass play that it resulted in the interception was essentially a one-man go route, and with pressure and 3 guys back there to defend it, unless he can get over the top, he's not going to be able to do much on that play. So maybe put that one in their back pocket till later and try to get back to the running game here early in the second drive.
All right, from the 20, Warriors try to get started again on offense. Oh, ball bounces off Snyder. It's on the ground.
And just a nightmare start for the Warriors.
That is not what you want to see. We'll take a look at it here. Looks like it hit his helmet. The face mask.
Right in the face mask. Came back just a little bit hot. Off another helmet.
Pinballing around in there.
Wow. And that is going to give Southeast the ball on the Warrior 14-yard line. Wow. Southeast comes out in the shotgun. Quick pass over that side. Gain of about, better gain than I thought. Yeah, give him 7, I think. Maybe 6.
Good open field tackle on just kind of a little basic hitch route from the Trojans.
Boy, no huddle right after it, aren't they? I didn't see that in the scouting report.
I didn't either. Keeping one back in the backfield. Handoff to him. Good blind surge. Gets the ball inside the 5.
And they're going to hurry up and go again. No huddle. They're going to get the play from the sideline, get to the line, and try to convert here on 3rd and short. 3rd and very short. So short, in fact, they may measure.
Well, are they going to make up their minds or are they going to measure or not?
Do you want to measure? I don't know. Do you want to measure? What do you think? I don't know. What you want to do?
Calling it a first down, 1st and goal now.
Do you think Tiroff ought to call for measurement then? I mean, he has the right to, doesn't he?
He can ask. He can ask, yeah.
He's not going to, I guess.
Wow. He's barking something down to the line judge.
Yes, he is. All right. Quarterback keeps. And he gets it down very near the goal line. We can't tell exactly. Darren, how close are they down there?
They are going to spot that on about the 1-yard line.
Okay. So second and goal from the 1.
Coach Tiroff did ask the official about that last measurement, and the official replied with, it was clearly a first down.
Well, then why did it take so long to figure it out? All right, Southeast looking to go ahead 2 scores here early in this ball game. Hand off to the tailback, and he's in.
Well, if you're in purple and white tonight, you couldn't have asked for a better start. If you're in red or have a little bit of blue in your wardrobe, you couldn't ask for a worse start, I don't think. Good thing for the Warriors. A lot of ball game left. We're only at the 8-minute 6-second mark of the first quarter, and we're about to get the ball on offense again. So,
I think that Sedgwick game might be a very lucky thing for us that we had it. We were getting our rears kicked, got down a couple scores. And the quarterback looks to throw, and now he's going to tuck it and run. Back of the end zone.
he's just cool. I mean, he has no panic in him thus far. Only a couple plays that we've actually seen him underneath center, but everyone that we've seen, he's just been cool under pressure and able to find open people for him to do the job.
Nice job, really. That's a veteran move, finding somebody in the back of the end zone like that when everything's breaking down. But going back to what I was saying, you know, we got got behind by a couple scores at Sedgwick, and seriously, I was up there hoping we could just kind of sort of stay in the ball game. And not only did we do that, we came back and dominated. And Kevin Freesting, I think you have something to say.
Sure. Our first quarter sponsors of tonight's game are Eagle Communications, Prairie Land Partners, and Marion National Bank. And as always, we really want to give those guys a real shout out for helping bring these games to you on TV. Also, the broadcast area sponsor is Landing Pharmacy. The timeout sponsor is Tampa State Bank. Touchdown and 3-point sponsors are Case and Son Insurance.
We ought to mention of our cameraman tonight is Jay Smith, as always. Danny Maddox, who normally runs our secondary camera, is gone with a death in the family, and possible Danny may join us at halftime. We'll see. All right, Wheeler lets it go again. Those are good kicks, but they are coming with a pretty good wind at the back.
They are, and he's doing what he's supposed to do. Put the Warriors back deep in their own territory on the 20.
Looks like Wheeler's instructions, I'm sorry, Roger. No. Wheeler's instructions is stand on the 5. If the ball is going over your head at the 5, let her go.
Let it go.
Yep.
Very important series here for the Warrior offense. Need to sustain a drive. Points or no points, they need to stay on the field for a little bit and get some positive momentum.
If nothing else, make sure when you get done with this drive that you're putting them at no better than their own 30. That's Riggs with I think his first carry of the night. He's going to pick up 4. Schultz comes out of the game as Peterson comes in.
4 yards at a time is good.
It is.
Take it.
The problem is that looks a lot better when you're designing from a 0-0 start, not a 14-0.
Yeah, but it's early.
Or 16-0 deficit, rather. There's Riggs with a nice run. Wow.
Good physical run there, and it was finished physically by the linebacker or the safety here from Southeast. Let's take a look at the replay.
I was watching WWE for just a second here.
Yeah, he did a good job getting his pad level lower than Mr. Riggs and was able to...
His feet are clear off the ground. Right here, look at that. I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Now that spot should be up closer to the 30.
Because I don't know where the ball was, but his feet were kicking over the line anyway.
That was Ben Murray, the back we talked about a little while ago. Snyder's going to keep. He managed to get it out to Wheeler. I think Wheeler's got the first down.
It's going to be close. They're going to mark him about at the original line of scrimmage, though.
Oh, my. Thought he got a little further than that.
Pretty good play there by Jack to be able to extend the play and give his guy an opportunity to get the first down.
He did get further than that, although I can't tell where his foot went out of bounds.
It was
exactly.
close. I think that's not an ideal spot, but they're going to be about a half yard short.
All right. So 4th down, the Warriors are going to have to punt against the wind.
6:50 to go in the first quarter.
Low snap, handles it well, gets it off, and kicks it off the right side of the foot. Going to be a very, very small net gain on that.
And unfortunately, the poor start for the men in red has continued here. Going to look to the defense to try to right the ship here on the next offensive series for the Trojans.
Well, the defense really, they've given up
about 25 yards.
If that, yeah.
Haven't had to have many to give up, have they?
Yeah, it's pretty important to just make an immediate stop here, give up very, very little, and get the ball back without being pinned deep in their own territory. That's Murray trying to get around that left side, right side of their formation. Nicely played.
Yeah, there you go. Good job stringing that play out and using the sideline as the extra defender. He's only able to get a yard or maybe a yard and a half on that play.
Tyler Palak doing a great job as you see him stringing it out along here, number 58. Here he comes into the picture, and he just kept working and seals it off. I guess it wasn't 50, it was 56, I think. Anyway, those guys did a great job doing their job of keeping the lanes sealed up.
2nd and 8. Quarterback Banks, hand off to the trailing back, and he's going to get it inside the 35. It'll be 3rd down. Hunter White is the fullback who got that carry. 5:44 to go. Southeast, with the benefit of a couple of Warrior turnovers, leads 16-0. Hand off again. And it's going to be 4th down.
Should be 4th down.
Should be 4th down, 4th and short here in positive territory for the Trojans. Would not be surprised to see a quick call here to go for it on 4th down.
The one thing to watch for, their quarterback is their punter, so, you know, yeah, they could do about anything. There's no reason to do a quick kick here. Heck, you're up by 2 scores. I think you just go for it, but... Gonna roll, try to run the option. Oh boy, they hit him. Don't let him go forward. I think that surge just got him a 1st down.
The extra push from, there was a lineman that came in for Southeast, was able to push him across the line to gain, or at least get it awfully close. 1st down.
Stay tuned at the end of this quarter. Darren Neufeld will have the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report. Talk about all the highlights for Marion so far. That was a joke, guys.
I'm staying quiet, Mike. Staying quiet.
Might be a short report.
All right, 1st and 10 from the Warrior 31 now. Quarterback keeps running the option. He's going to pick up about 3.
Noah Albin there on the tackle.
4.
You know, one thing that's been surprising so far in this game, after watching them on film, is they have not passed near as many times as they've shown on film in the past couple of weeks.
Banks from the shotgun again.
Right on cue.
There's the pass play. And tackled immediately.
Good open field tackle there by Mr. Palak. And Darren, we hit the nail right on the head. They threw the 2 conversions for their passes, and they had one other little hitch route on the far side. Those are the only times until this last play that they put the ball in the air.
Scouting report said about 50% of the time they had passed before.
3rd and 2. Kind of a long 2. About time for a turnover for the boys in purple here. Run the option again. Oh, and he goes down. There we go. That'll help a little bit.
I think they might have been in 4-down territory anyway. It just changes the way that they're going to go about trying to convert it here with about a 4th and 4 and a half, 5.
Yeah, at least 4.
I don't want to get all cliche already so early in the game. You don't want to talk about big plays, but this is already a pretty big play. Pretty big play.
Southeast is going to put 2 receivers at the top, 2 at the bottom, and call a Tampa State Bank timeout.
That just was the formation that typically passed out of the last couple of weeks.
That's that 4-wide set, and the Marion defense is countering with almost like a cover 0 look. They don't have anybody in, no deep safety back. They're basically playing man-man across the board on the 4 wideouts and getting everybody up near the line of scrimmage.
And that's because the coaching staff's done a great job here this week of prepping when the guys see that formation. I think the scouting reports and in the past stuff shows that like 90% of the time they pass out of that formation.
There you go.
Okay. That is
dynamite drop in, Darren.
I am just absolutely overwhelmed by the knowledge of this group. I feel like I'm like a fish out of water up here.
You know, back in the day when Kevin and I were the main ones, we would say, pretty uniforms. He runs fast.
It's closer to the truth than you might think, too.
All right, here's that big 4th down play. 4th and a solid 4.
Yeah, there are no safeties.
Wow. Quarterback back to pass, gets some pressure, completes the pass, and he's going to get the 1st down and maybe a lot more as he gets inside the 5.
Boy, you could watch that develop from up here. It's a great drawn-up play.
Yeah,
what can you say? It was just absolutely amazing to watch that thing unfold up here.
Tackle by Wheeler in Southeast, right back up to the line.
Front guys clear it all out. The trailing guy comes in and catches on the run. We got a good pass like that. He can do good things.
He's got a linebacker assigned to him, and he's going to outrun him to the flat.
Handoff going around that left side. That's going to be another score. That was by Ben Murray. Wow, did not expect this. Our producer is Mr. Optimism, says this is not a problem. Well,
I was waiting for Gene Winkler to reply. This is not exactly what I said, but hey.
Going for 2 again. And that's a handoff to Murray again, and he just walks into the end zone. Wait a minute. That was not a handoff to Murray. I'm waiting for a number here.
7.
Yeah, that was 7. That was Hunter White.
Another play where you got a lot of red jerseys chasing.
Yeah.
And that's never a good thing when you're playing defense.
Well, Jay, let's get a shot from the sideline. This is junior cheerleader night, which is always one of the fun nights out here. So show some of one of these days, it'll be little Beulah Schroeder down here on the sideline.
Would you like to know my daughter's real name and maybe see a picture of her?
Christine Rose, Amber Rose, Desert Rose. What was that, Gene?
Gene knows. Gene knows.
Well, it's close.
Halfway there.
Rod Jett.
Yeah, wife vetoed that one.
Did she?
Yeah, she didn't like Roger Jr.
Yeah, probably not.
Vivian?
Vivian.
Well, now trailing 24-0, 2:33 to go in this quarter, and I think we're past it would be nice. We've got to get something going offensively. Wheeler's going to take the end-over-end kick and get it out to the 35.
Well, you know, when you're dealt adversity, you basically have 2 choices, and one is to give up and accept defeat. The other is to rise up. You know, so I mean, they've got a choice to make.
They do.
Let's see if the coaching staff can get them to rally around that.
A lot of football game left, but definitely a time where they're going to have to really bow their necks and dig their heels in and see what they're really made of.
Snyder hands off to Riggs, and Riggs is met, and he may have gotten a foot or 2. That'll be about it.
You know, with the exception of the Sedgwick game, these Warriors have been able to play out from out in front for the most part of the year, and so at least like Mike alluded to earlier in the broadcast, they do have that experience underneath their belt from earlier this season. Let's see how that plays into this ball game here.
Let's call it 2nd and still 10 to go. They'll run the option. Snyder pitches to Wheeler, and he runs out of field here. going to get a decent game, but it's going to bring up third and about 6 or 7.
The Southeast team is doing a very good job of flying to the football, and they have been very physical thus far on the defensive side.
The thing that I'm most impressed by or depressed is I really thought we'd be able to open up those running lanes between the tackles. And now their linebackers are awfully good, and they're filling really quickly. Third and 7. Snyder keeps. Oh, that was intended for Peyton Heidebrack, and Peyton does a smart thing and just jumps on it. Darren, I had heard some talk that there were a lot of, and man, this sounds like alibi time, and I guess it kind of is. I'd heard talk of the flu flying around in Marion High School this week affecting some players. Is there any truth to that?
You know, in talking to, Austin from practice side, he hasn't mentioned anybody being out missing practices, so I'm not sure that's really impacting the team, at least. Is it guys are fatigued? Maybe. I'm not sure about that, but I don't think anybody's been, missed a whole lot of days this week.
Okay. Thank you. I don't like that answer. I preferred to say yes, we were devastated. Decimated.
Coming out every series and getting IV treatment.
One of the things I see happening so far is that typically in the past weeks, our line has been able to get off the line, the defensive line, and actually get to the second layer to get some blocks. Tonight, that defensive line is occupying our blockers, and so number 10 and number 7 from the middle linebacking position just be able to fly wherever they want to.
Need a good punt here, and we get a pretty decent one. Need a Marion bounce. We get that too. Oh.
He was thinking about it.
He was thinking about it.
He had some time. Gets it out to the Marion 46 on the generous Marion roll.
Nice punt from Hinton. Hoffner. Yeah, I get those two confused all the time. They both have H's in there.
They're both in red uniforms and they have H's.
If they have H's, I mean, it happened to anybody. So Southeast will take over, and just outside the Warrior 45.
45 seconds left in this first quarter.
Southeast clearly smelling lots of blood in the water right now. He wants to throw long, wide open. Once again, Wheeler chases. Wow, what a well-executed play. Banks to Murray.
It's fun to watch, but not necessarily for us.
Yeah.
The other sideline's having a good time. If you're a football fan, it's been fun to watch the execution that they've been able to create on their side of the ball.
If you had told me that Southeast was going to win the game, I wouldn't have argued. If you'd have told me they were going to win by a couple scores, I might not even have argued. I did. Oh, my goodness gracious. We were caught asleep at the wheel. They get another two-point conversion, and it is 32-0 with 34 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Once again, our first quarter sponsors are Landing Pharmacy, the Tampa State Bank, and Case & Son Insurance. The pregame sponsor was Central National Bank.
I think the people who sponsored the first quarter this week might want their money back.
Is there food or something over here? Funny. Well, not funny.
Not funny. Tragic.
I will actually even donate my salary back for this first quarter, if that would help any.
I don't think so, because you haven't contributed that much.
And that's about what I got paid, too, Mike.
Oh, goodness, guys. G makes a point. We need to score, or we run the risk of being okay, we're in district play. The rule might be different, but
I think it's second half.
Yeah, but the second half, and the rule, as I understood it, before district play anyway, was get behind by 35. You've got to run the clock second half no matter what. That is not what we want if we think we can crawl back into this.
I think he's kicking these intentionally like this.
Yes, he is.
Pooch kick.
Wheeler
Cut it.
gets a little break. And he gets the ball out to the 38. It popped out. I think he was down.
I heard the whistle blowing.
I heard a whistle, and I think we got it back anyway.
Yeah, Riggs on it down there. Guys, what I don't like, though, is, I mean, we recovered it, but we shouldn't be putting it on the ground at all.
Well, Kevin, if the defensive series a couple ago was big, this is even bigger.
Yeah, definitely.
I got Peterson up top, Wheeler in the slot. Riggs and Heidebrecht in the backfield. Snyder wants to throw. He was looking for Peterson, but he was covered, and he's going to lose on the play. He's going to lose about 4 yards.
Good job in pursuit there by the Trojan defense, not letting Jack get to the outside where he is so dangerous.
It's going to be our last play of the first quarter, so St. Luke Hospital is gracious enough to sponsor our quarterly report. So here tonight with the Casey Case quarterly report is Darren Neufeld. Take it away, Darren.
Well, as you guys have been talking about, can you hear me?
Yes,
sir.
As you guys have been talking about so far, not a lot of highlights for the Marion Warriors so far. About the best thing you can say is that last punt we did get past half field. Other than that, our defense just is not stepping up and doing what we've done the last couple of weeks. And, we're letting them, and like you guys mentioned earlier, that back for the Southeast is definitely a good playmaker, has good decision. So he's waiting until he sees the right opening, and that's where he's going for. And that last touchdown he scored, that was his second read. He looked off his first one, and that's when he found number 4 going down that slot.
You know, guys, it's like the plagues of Egypt. We've had fumbles, interceptions, shank punts, defensive breakdowns. I mean, one more, if we get a safety, if they get a safety on us, I'm going to look for the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. it is not going well.
It's definitely not the recipe for a win.
Is that kind of like hitting for the cycle in baseball?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Bad side, yeah.
It's like the perfect storm and perfect in a bad way, yes.
All right, I think it's the win.
And we will take a break right now for these words from our sponsors.
Triple R Hauling is your hauling expert, offering custom step deck hauling in more than 27 states. Triple R Hauling will handle your heavy equipment, military equipment, farm machinery, and most any item you need moved. Hauling specialty and emergency loads, ramp use, bridges, and tarps are available if needed. Call Wally or Kim at 382-7802 and get things moving. Shelter Insurance is one of the most successful and financially sound regional insurance groups in the country, providing insurance products specifically designed to best suit you, including protection for your home, life, car, farm, business, and more. Drop in and see Shelter Agent Doug Heary for great rates and professional service. Doug will help you find the right coverage at the right price. Just as the Warriors practice and play hard to achieve success, the folks at Heary Real Estate work tirelessly to meet your needs. From listing to closing, Lori Heary and her agents are there to help you. Buying or selling, they will make sure your real estate transaction is a smooth one. Heary Real Estate, serving Marion and all of Marion County.
The men and women of Marion Kiwanis Club are proud to support MCTV. Marion Kiwanis Club sponsors the annual Old Settlers Day weekend and provides financial support to Chingawassa Days and countless other organizations benefiting the area. Call 382-2115 for info on tent, chair, and table rental. Marion Kiwanis, dedicated to providing service to children and local communities.
All right, we're back, and the Warriors going to try to make something happen here. From the 36. Snyder keeps, cuts back upfield, gets a little running room. Oh, nice ankle tackle.
They are quick, they are physical, they're not scared of the speed of the Warriors thus far. I think there's been a little bit of an intimidation factor against some of the opponents that we've played. Not so much with these guys. That coming from the safety position, just knifing in to make that tackle, and it looked like a big play was about to develop, and not so much.
That was about a 5-yard run by Snyder, but keep in mind we had lost on the first down, so it is now 3rd and 8. Roll to the right, trying to get the pass off. Wheeler looked open for a second, but that changed quickly. Snyder comes back against the grain. If he had got by that guy, he might have had some running room, but he didn't. So the Warriors will once again punt. This time, the good news, wind at their back.
Wind at their back, closer to midfield. There were only 2 guys out in that route, and they were both kind of flooding that far side of the field. Not really a lot of opportunity there. There were plenty of guys back in defense expecting a pass play. Really not much of an option there for Jack.
Oh, bounces the snap. Good kick away. Taken at the 27. Goal flag. Warrior fans calling for the hold. There's no flag that I see.
I thought it was a block in the back.
Block in the back,
Hold, yeah. And it wasn't much, but it doesn't take much, it seems like, anymore, and I kind of expected to see it.
Perhaps we could get a replay there. I don't know if we can. We cannot. Sometimes Gene punishes us and does not allow us to have replays if he thinks we're not doing a good job. Jay Smith is doing a good job. He's got all the pressure tonight. There's no backup for any play since he's our only camera.
Got nerves of steel.
He does. Quarterback keeps. Man, way too much running room there, guys. And he may have a first down on that carry, and he does.
Number 2, Bryce Banks. On the tackle, number 56, Daniel Hinton.
Hinton with the tackle. He's replaced in the lineup by Jeremy Hitt. Warriors trying to strengthen that inside across the line. Another handoff to the tailback.
Ball carrier number 12, Tyler Berry.
That was number 12. We haven't called his number tonight. Do you have that there? Who's number 12?
Kyler Berry.
Okay.
This sophomore showing on the program.
2nd and 3. They've moved into Warrior territory now. Time quarterback keeps. And he's going to get driven back. He'll get forward progress. He's going to be, I think, just short of the first down.
Looks right on it.
Going to be very close.
Line judge come running in. I think he's about a football length short.
And they're going to measure, I think. They are. Well, yeah, they are.
Mike, during this little measurement timeout here, let me say our second quarter sponsors. They are Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Peary Real Estate, Marion Kiwanis Club, and again, Casey's quarterly reports are brought to you by St. Luke's Hospital.
Our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, HRK Variety, and Katie Insurance.
Got it by the stripe.
Yep.
First down, Kroger.
Heavy sigh from Mike.
That was a Mike Power sigh, by the way,
Yes.
folks. That was not a Roger or a Kevin sigh. Yeah.
Mike Powers' Heavy Sigh is sponsored by G&J Video. 9 minutes to go, second quarter. Warriors trail 32-0. That time
Better
they
job. Roger, help me out. I've never seen the Warriors run a 3-4 defense.
3-4.
So when you got 3 guys on the defensive line, how do the linebackers get in and plug or meet the running back up in the line of scrimmage, not let him get a head start at him.
It's becoming more of that's a lateral there. Gosh, he's quick. You really rely on those 3 defensive linemen occupying the offensive linemen and occupying their gaps and allowing those linebackers to flow freely. Your traditional 4-3 set, you've got guys trying to split gaps. This 3-4, I think there's more of wanting them to occupy space, and I could be a little bit off base here, but it allows a team like Marion that's not undersized but doesn't have great size on the defensive line to be able to use their speed and athleticism a little bit better in that sort of 3-4 scheme.
Very athletic moves out there by the receiver on that play, but he actually only got about a yard. It's 3rd and 7. Hand off to the tailback, and again, a great surge is going to get good gain, which will put him a yard or so short, bring up 4th down.
And I imagine there's no hesitation here from the Trojan staff to go for it on 4th and short.
Kevin said something earlier about hating to be cliche this early in the game, but this is a gotta stop them right here.
Yeah. And they haven't shown the ability to do that thus far. Time for the Warrior defense to vote.
Oh, quick snap.
That's going to have to work. Sometimes you need a break like that.
Hey, you take what you can get.
Sometimes you need a break.
He did. Oh, we're a little close, a little late on that, but I don't think he was ready, and I don't think the line was ready.
I don't think so either. Gene wasn't ready.
Gene wasn't ready.
Nobody was ready. Except for the Marion defense. They were ready.
Gene has to decide before the play if he's going to record that play for a potential replay. And so he's got to hit the button when the play starts, and when they trick him like that, it's not hardly fair. All right, Warriors get the ball on the 40, actually just across the 40. Snyder keeps, pitches, that's Heidebrecht with the carry. And Heidebrecht's going to get the ball out to the 45, closer to the 46.
Starting to get a little chippy. Maybe that could work in favor of the Warriors right now.
Oh, I thought you were talking about when you pushed Kevin because he was kind of getting in your territory there.
Elbows out.
I have been permanently planted right here. I've not moved.
I'm a mover. Watch out.
I didn't mind you pushing him. It was the out of my way old man I thought was out of line.
Good thing for the cough button on the mic, right?
Yes. 2nd and 5.
Got a shoelace malfunction. Now we're ready.
Peterson splitting out right side of the formation, top of your screen. Snyder keeps, pitches to Wheeler. Wheeler's got a little running room. He's got a 1st down. Needs a block. The ball popped out. Oh, my. That's going over to Southeast.
That is. The nightmare just continues. Trying to do a little bit too much at the end of the run. Here's the replay.
Nice run.
Oh, great vision here. He's going to take the pitch, and he's going to put 1 foot in the ground and get upfield. Great cut there, and just doing a little too much here at the end of the play, and they were able to get a hand on the ball. Ball starts to get a little loose right there. Ball's flailing a little bit, you can see. And
they tackled the ball, too. Number 12 out there.
Good job there with the strip.
And got the fumble recovery, too.
What'd you say? What's 12's name? Elmer Whiteside? What is it? Number 12.
Number 12 is Kyler Berry.
Oh, that was close. Quick pass. Maybe we missed a tackle. Our corners have got to come up and make those tackles.
That was a great play by the quarterback, Bryce Banks there. He had the zone read option on the run, and it was kind of that run-pass option that has become so popular on college football days on Saturdays now, and he's got the ability there to carry out the fake and run or deliver a pass to his wide receiver when he gets the open look, as he did there.
Snyder, the Marion quarterback, is going to come in at the cornerback position over on that side of the defense now. Hand off, and that was a good defensive stand. Very little gain there. Maybe a yard.
Tackle, I think, by McClendon on the play. He did his job of plugging up the hole and made the tackle.
Sure did.
6 minutes, 30 seconds left before halftime.
Warriors trail 32-0. It's 2nd and a long 9. Like 9 and 2 feet.
Referee timeout. Oh, got to move it to the correct side of the hash.
Ball's outside the hash.
I don't know if I've ever seen that.
Whoops.
before. Whoops. My bad.
If Kevin had been that official, he'd have said, oh, they'll never notice, and we'll fix it next time.
Close enough.
Second and long. And try to come around this end.
They've got the end sealed.
Oh, nice. Good block out there. Really good block. And that's going to get a big first down and take the ball to the Warrior 22.
Here's the jet sweep play coming around. He just stretches it out all the way to the sideline. The end gets sealed off there. Good block downfield. My goodness.
Yeah, that was number 7 on that block. That's the one that's been playing physical all game and just getting everywhere he needs to.
Yeah, Hunter White. I guess that's the Elmer White side I was thinking of.
Not to be confused with Elmer Fudd's son.
No. Oh, I just lost something here. Can you hear me?
I can
I've
hear
got
you.
nothing.
I can hear you.
You can?
I can.
Oh, man.
Take it away, boys.
That was a hard hit there by number 58. Yeah, he kind of got up just a little slow, as did number 7. That was a horrific collision.
He's used to delivering collisions. I don't know that he's quite used to receiving that coming forward at him, too, but did a good job there to stop him for a short gain on first down.
Again, no huddle. Trips up to the top. Another running play.
Another good job by Jared McClendon there on the stop again.
All right, so the defensive line, Roger, is starting to assert itself a little bit along the line of scrimmage. Down to 5 minutes left here before half. Obviously, Southeast not in any big hurry, as they are down to the Warrior, 18?
Just inside,
20,
inside the 20.
Pass play. Luckily, that was overthrown.
Luckily, in a lot of ways, obviously a completed pass, there's a touchdown, but he had some room out in front of him, too, to maybe scramble for that first down. That's definitely a win for the Warrior defense.
I had to go replace a battery in the old headset.
Well, now you need to turn your microphone on, Mike.
Okay, I had to replace a battery in the old headset, and I was hopeful maybe when I came back you guys would have done something good, and I guess you have. It's 4th down.
I was going to say.
You know, I didn't even know you left.
What battery?
Maybe it was a battery. Maybe Kevin reached over and pulled the plug on it.
Right.
All right, a big 4th down. Wanting to throw.
Get it.
Yeah! Wheeler just got that hand in there and knocked it away.
Great job by Corbin Wheeler there. I'm sure that feels good for him because of the way the last drive ended on the offensive end. Great job staying with this play. The receiver's got a step. The ball's a little bit underthrown, but he never gives up and breaks the pass up there on 4th down.
Well done. Very well done. All right, the Warriors have 4 minutes and 35 seconds and the wind at their back. They'll take over at the almost the 20-yard line. A drive and a score. I mean, it would still be 32-1 score, but my gosh, it would have to lift the spirits a little bit. Riggs gets the handoff. He's going to get the ball out to the 23-yard line, maybe 24.
Guys, before we run out of time here in the second quarter, I'd like to go over our second quarter sponsors one more time. They are Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Erie Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club.
At the end of this quarter, we'll go down to the sideline where Darren Neufeld is patrolling, maybe one of those words, for us, and he'll give us his thoughts at the quarterly report, sponsored by St. Luke Hospital. Snyder keeps. He dives forward, gets out to the 27.
Just not quite the room there that he's accustomed to. When Riggs carries out that fake, we're used to defenders kind of flocking to Aaron Riggs, and Jack's able to get the edge, and the room's just not there so far in the first half for him.
Great fake. I watched several guys at tackling Riggs, so obviously that part worked out, but again, good closing speed by Southeast of Saline.
3rd and a long 2 for the Warriors. Need to get the ball really to about the 30-yard line. That's the Wheeler. Wheeler tries to cut back upfield, and they are just there waiting for him. He'll be short.
gave him a, well, no, they're bringing him back now. I thought they gave him about a good half yard or more spot than that, but they brought her back.
Oh, Warriors going to send in the punt team. So Garrett Hoffner, with the wind at his back, needs to belt another one.
I'm not shocked at the call, but I'm kind of shocked at the call. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay.
Yes, but no.
Thank you.
Nice.
That's a nice punt. Fair catch called for, and unfortunately he caught it.
Yeah. Yep, the Warriors need a break like that, Mike.
I'm shocked at the call because of the time and the score. I'm not shocked at the call because of the positioning on the field, and this game could be...
Okay, you're talking about the call to punt it as opposed to go for it.
Exactly.
Okay, I thought you meant the previous play call.
No. Shocked but not shocked. I understand both sides of it. You know, you're chasing 32. The team you're getting ready to punt to is going to get the ball coming out of the half.
Yeah.
I'm a little shocked in that regard, but you're down around your own 25-yard line. That's a tough call to make.
And Roger, this little series right here will tell a lot about the coaching staff's mentality. Do you just run out the clock and go to the lane, or are you going to go for the jugular again?
Based on what they see, I think they're going to try to step on somebody's neck.
Low pass, good catch out there. Number 4 again is Ben Murray.
A short gain on that.
Yeah.
But again, with no huddle offense, you can run a lot of plays. Maybe they'll more work. I'm sorry, Mike, go ahead.
I was just going to say they got 2 timeouts left.
Maybe they'll work more on safer short yardage plays and look for the big play to develop out of it.
Exactly. Get their players in space, look for a missed tackle, and try to convert.
Well, and Murray certainly has that ability. If you don't tackle him up there, he's going to roll a while. That's the pitch to Murray. Heidebrecht does a great job stringing that out.
Yes, he sure did. Great job of fighting through the block, but also keeping his head up to keep an eye on the ball carrier, make sure he doesn't lose leverage one way or the other.
Too bad he doesn't get an assist or anything on a tackle on a stat like that, but he was the one that really disrupted that play to keep any gain at all happening.
They're going to set that right back on that line of scrimmage where they started. I actually thought there was a short loss, but nevertheless, it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Trojans. Got a minute 19 to go in the first half. Warriors trailing 32-0. Quick pass and low, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we'll see if they have a punt team. I imagine they do, especially with this kind of lead and their situation on the field and a minute remaining in the half.
I don't know what our options are here, but if we've got everybody bail out, go for the block, this might be a good time to try it.
Or, you know, an opportunity to maybe get some good field position with the wind coming at the punter. Maybe you try to set up the return.
Or snap. Gets away a pretty decent punt. And it worked out well because Peterson had no opportunity to return it.
56 seconds left here in the second quarter.
Well, we're in a situation, and I mean, maybe we're Pollyanna here, but we're still talking about getting back in this ball game. But we're kind of to the point where this is unrealistic with 56 seconds to go. But when we get in the second half, I think every possession we need to we need to score.
I think so. And 56 seconds, the wind at your back. You have all 3 timeouts. There is an opportunity here. It depends on how they want to approach it here going into halftime.
Well, they certainly can send Peterson long, but they've got to get Snyder time to throw. Pop it out to Peterson with Heidebrecht as a blocker. Peterson's going to get, I think he's got the first down.
It's going to be awful close. They're going to give him 9.5.
Boys is right on the mark. Let's see. Yep, they're going to...
Yeah, they're going to take a look and measure here. Oh, they're calling it a first down. Great. Clock will stop while they move the chains. 50 seconds. The Warriors up at the line. Need to get the snap, not take too much time off this clock. The whistle blows.
I think he's out of bounds, though, Mike, wasn't he?
Oh, he was out of bounds. You're right. I'm sorry. Snyder gets the pass away. Caught by Schultz. Schultz gets out of bounds. the Warrior crowd has been noticing all night long that there's been plays along this sideline that you'll see it here after he's out of bounds, and we just kind of keep continuing the tackle.
That one I kind of tend to agree with the crowd a little bit more than I did some of the previous ones.
Stuklik comes in. He's going to line up on the right side.
They're doing a good job of working the sidelines. Clock's not going to run. He was out of bounds. Still plenty of time here on the right side of the field.
44 seconds to go. In Trojan territory. Snyder, he's under pressure, and he's going to go down clear back to the Warrior 40.
Jack's got to be able to step up in the pocket there and field that. He's not going to be able to scramble and run away from everybody.
There is a time for lesser valor, and that is just get rid of the football and live for another play.
You got to put the foot in the ground and try to set your feet and get yourself to work up through the pocket.
I think it tells you something that after that play, the Warriors did not call timeout, and they have 3 Tampa State Bank timeouts in their pocket. Straight drop by Snyder, right over the middle, and intended for Peterson, just threw it in the ground.
Time for one more play.
4 seconds to go, and it is second down and 22. Third down and 22.
We're going to do a halfback option pass with a hook and ladder.
Somebody's going to need to have a stroke. At least the way the game's been going thus far.
Right over the middle, intended for Schultz. He pulls it in. He's going to get to the 34-yard line. That'll be the last play of the half. So, looking here, let's go down to the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report with Darren Neufeld.
Well, the Warriors show the best promise of the night on that last drive or so. Also the last defense, actually. They stood in there tough. They got to stop. Question is, can they come back in the second half? One of the things that I noticed in that first half, it was a little bit different than you've seen the last couple of weeks from Southeast, is they on all the scouting reports, they play kind of a 4-4 type defense. They're playing more of a 4-3 and at times almost a 4-2. So they definitely recognized on game film that the Warriors had some speed on the outside and some speed hitting those gaps, and they've more backed it off and let the line handle theirs, and then let those from safety and back linebacker come up and make the hits. So can the Warriors make a turnaround and come back in the second half? They're going to really have to put some stops on defense.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Well, with the score of 32-0, the Warriors trying to figure out a way to turn things around. That'll be the end of our first half, and please stay tuned for these words from our second quarter sponsor.
The Marion High School Boosters are always there to support the students of Marion High in all their activities. Parents, grandparents, patrons of the district, and anyone wishing to support young people striving to excel are welcome to join the Warrior Nation. Buy some Warrior gear and show your colors. Come to a play, a game, a concert, or any other activity. Help boost the Warriors.
Check out Marion County Ace Hardware on Highway 56 north of town for all your home improvement, camping, lawn care, and other hardware needs. Marion Ace Hardware is a member of the largest retailer-owned hardware cooperative in the industry. They are committed to being the helpful place by offering knowledgeable advice, helpful service, and quality products. Helping you is the most important thing they do every day at Marion County Ace Hardware. Carlson's Grocery supports the Marion Warriors, the Center Cougars, and all the people and organizations of the area. Carlson's offers a full-service grocery store with small-town friendliness and big-city selection. Newly remodeled, Carlson's Grocery has a great variety of all your favorites. Fresh produce, an outstanding deli, and mouth-watering catering are also available at Carlson's. Carlson's Grocery, everything you need right here at home. Hannaford Abstract and Title is a trusted name serving people in the region since 1871. They provide abstracts of title and title insurance, along with real estate closings for your transactions. With the latest in leading-edge computer technology, Hannaford Abstract will continue to be dedicated to providing the very best of service for years to come, and to supporting students of MHS.
Onside kick.
We are back and ready for one of the most incredible turnarounds in the history of high school football. We'll see.
As we kick off.
Yeah, as we kick off, Austin Neufeld. Austin has not worn that leg out tonight. Good kick. Driving back inside the 5. He picks it up. All right, they get out to the 20. I'd like to have seen us get downfield a little quicker. He took a while before he got that ball under control.
That is the worst field position for Southeast of Saline tonight, though I kind of think,
I'm
isn't it?
going to go with you on that. That's a great start for the Warriors.
So it's already turning around.
Here we go. Here we go.
I choose to look at the glass half full.
Maybe Darren can tell us later on or whenever he comes on, because did Austin come off the field that time? I don't think he did.
No, actually, he was cleared for play last Saturday.
Excellent. First down. Hand off to the tailback, and oh gosh, we got a flag down as he goes out of bounds.
It's going to be a hold or a face mask.
There's 2 flags on the ground, so either there were 2 different fouls or they saw the same thing.
It wasn't a face mask.
I think it was a hold back this way. They're backing up.
Is the official Mike tonight, Mike?
He is.
Oh,
I don't think he's using it though.
apparently not. Holding is the signal.
You know, we bought those mics for the officials, and it's frustrating when they don't use them.
He's going to try. He's going to try. Here he goes.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, he did very well.
That sounded just like Big 12 action there, didn't it?
We have not, it just occurs, we've had very few penalties tonight.
Is that the first flag?
Well,
There was an illegal procedure, I remember.
On us,
early
on a punt.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't recall him using the mic.
well, I think we were too busy whining and crying to hear it.
Very possible.
All right, 2nd and 11 now. Once again, they get through, and they're going to get the first down. Wow. Again, Murray, the ball carrier. Snyder comes up from comes over from the quarter. Well, is he at safety?
Safety,
He was at corner earlier. Our producer's pointing out that, like last week, the other team has cards they hold up. I guess this one's John Lane. Quarterback keeps. And short gain that time.
Somebody had a hold of his jersey about from the get-go there, Roger.
Somebody off the defensive line. I think it might have been 56, Daniel Hinton there.
Good job of hanging on there, holding to a short gain that time.
Could have been 46, Garrett Hoffner.
Very possible.
I always thought if your defensive backs and your safeties are your leading tacklers on the team, that's not a good sign either.
No.
Not unless your kid's a safety.
That's selfish, Mike.
Yes,
That's
it
very
is.
selfish.
2nd and 8. Oh, nice job out there.
Oh, that was Garrett Hoffner on the coverage and the immediate wrap-up there.
And the pressure was from Daniel Hinton.
We got that Hoffner-Hinton thing. We got it figured out.
There goes Hinton, gets the ball away.
What I liked right here, guys, is 46 is Hoffner made the initial contact, but there were 2 or 3 other Warriors that came in and helped make sure he didn't get any more forward progress.
3rd and 5. We need to force a punt here, make them punt against the wind so we can have that wind at our back for at least a couple offensive series.
Trips down to our side of the field. Watch a slip screen here.
They're gonna,
Great play there by Peyton Heidebrecht. He read that from the very get-go and was able to bat down the little slip screen they were trying to run.
And that was a forward.
Yeah.
I think it was a forward pass.
The quarterback was standing back on the 30, it looked like, or whatever.
It was a forward pass. It was half a yard.
All right, thank you, Darren.
Another dynamite drop in, Darren.
A lot of
Make
major,
it easy.
a lot of major league references here.
It's the same one twice.
I know, but it's the only one any of us know.
It's a good one.
It is very good. Look at that wind just play havoc with that thing. Wow. Wow.
So we get good field position. Perhaps we could start calling Roger Wild Thing. That would.
Wild Thing.
All right,
Okay, now so we have to channel Ed Wheeler. Wild Thing.
Yeah,
you make my heart sing.
they get mad at me when I sing,
Oh,
Kevin.
come on. Maybe I better unretire.
Hey, please. Oh, Riggs with a nice carry. He's going to get the ball into Trojan territory and inside the 45.
Nice hard run there by
Yes,
Riggs.
it was. Good job by Jack carrying out the fake. Southeast has done a very good job of playing their responsibilities. There was a guy coming off that fake to do nothing but hit Jack Schneider on that play. They're doing a great job of playing their assignments thus far.
I would guess that the coach probably appealed to their sense of pride. Win or lose, you got to come out and at least win this second half, maybe hold them scoreless, get 2 or 3 scores yourself. Peterson with the catch, gets a block, goes to the sideline, gets the ball to the 40. That'll be another Warrior first down.
Saw that play towards the end of the first half. They bring Peyton here across in motion, very, very similar set, and they throw the bubble screen there to Mason on the simple hitch route, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Nice blocking by the other wide receiver. Gave him that little bit of room there and used some speed to pick up enough for the first.
Once again, there's a little bit of extra activity after he went outside the line. In fact, the Southeast guys are still making contact by the time they're hitting the player's box.
Riggs with the carry, and that time they were waiting for Riggs. He's got no gain. That's kind of gone on all night. We've not had any penalty flags thrown, but the Warrior crowd's certainly been asking for it.
There were a couple early in the game that I thought would probably shouldn't have warranted a flag. Now there was one towards the end of the first half that I thought definitely should have been a flag. We'll see how the officials handle it moving forward.
2nd and 10, we're going to send Schultz and Wheeler split out on the right side of the formation. Snyder wants to wants to hand it off, keeps it, gets maybe a yard.
Again, good defensive assignments there,
Yep.
Roger. They are very well coached and very well prepared for this game.
They sure are.
Roger, we talked about after the little junior cheerleaders performed at halftime that usually that means a mass exodus, especially with a 32-0 deficit. I am shocked. People have stuck around really well.
I am too.
Very nice evening. I wore a long sleeve shirt and I'm kind of hot.
I had a sweater on to start, and I'm in a t-shirt now. It's very pleasant out.
Snyder wants to pass this time. He's going long for Peterson. And we got a pass interference call.
Both defenders are pleading their case, but the flag's already on the ground. The call is going to be relayed into the head official, and it's going to be pass interference on the secondary of Southeast.
Right there, he tripped him. Nice camera work there by Jay Smith.
Solo act. That's solid.
Man, that is solid.
Jay has really been doing it the last few years, Kevin. He wasn't very good when you were here, but no, Jay's always done a great job. But I've commented some of the stuff he does anymore with one camera is kind of a professional level.
I would guess he could probably walk right on to an ESPN game day set and do probably pretty well.
Well, he wouldn't feel at home though, because the announcers would be so different. They would be talking about the game and things like that.
That'd be so good.
In other words, they were good.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right, down to the 24-yard line of the Trojans. Warriors threatening for the first time tonight. Snyder runs the option. Wheeler's going to get about a yard. Number 57 out there getting up pretty slowly. That's Jacob Walmsley for the Trojans, and he's one of their better players on the defensive side of the ball. He's kind of their speed linebacker that likes to shoot the gaps.
On the scouting report, Mike and Roger did say that they thought that the Warriors line was more physical, and as the game would wear along, maybe we could wear them out, but I don't think we were expecting to be down by this kind of a score as we started to wear them out.
Riggs with a carry. And Riggs gets the first down.
Roger, that's a great quick hitter as we see this. When the defense didn't really have time to react, is the quick hitter right up the middle there.
Yeah, right through the A gaps, and he's to the second level before anybody's able to get a hand on him. Good positive play there to pick up the first down.
Great execution.
Okay, like this situation, Warriors on the 12. They got 4 shots to get 10 yards and can get a first down without scoring. Riggs again. Riggs going to cut it outside. Oh! Riggs is going to have a gain of about 4 yards, I think, but it could have been a lot more.
Number 4, Ben Murray on the stop. He's been all over the field today for the Trojans.
He
Able
has.
to get in there and clip a shoelace.
Second down, ball on the 8. Warriors need to pick up a good strong 6 to get the first down. 6:44 to go in the third quarter. Warriors trailing 32-0. Snyder keeps. Yeah, Snyder's going to get brought down after a short gain.
Couldn't tell, Roger. Was that a broken play? Or
I don't
was
think
it just
so.
the way he's trying to develop.
I
and
think
just
he
didn't?
made the decision that Aaron was going to get tackled real early in that play, and he was going to try to create something on his own.
3rd and 5. Schultz will bring in the play from the sidelines.
Coming in a little bit late. Hopefully they can keep an eye on the back judge there before he starts his countdown.
Yeah, you don't want to lose 5 yards here. Every yard's life or death.
There it starts.
Riggs with the carry. He gets inside the 5. I want to see whether he's got the first down.
He's close. How about it, Darren? What do you think?
About a half yard short.
Okay. So 4th and short.
No-brainer here. I think you got to try to pick up the first down and get the ball in the end zone.
Play coming in this time with Peterson. We're at the 5:25 mark in the third quarter. This quarter's gone very quickly. The Warriors not going to get maybe anything more than this one drive with the wind at their back. With luck, maybe they could get another. Riggs with the carry. He's in the zone with a Casonson touchdown.
Good drive there by the Marion Warriors to get themselves on the scoreboard and get some good positive momentum there. I don't think you could have asked for as bad as the start was to start this game. To start this half, it's been very positive on both sides of the ball for the Warriors. Got a big hill to climb from here on out, but a great start to try to get to that point.
Good execution on multiple plays and multiple levels on that drive. So good to see that they're not giving up.
No.
And again, kind of shows you the character of this team. They're out there to play hard.
Riggs has come to the sideline with the trainer, something with a hand it looks like. Snyder keeps. Oh, he's not getting in. Boy, that extra 2. Oh, man.
The story with Riggs is he actually, on his elbow on that one tackle, he got kind of strawberry, and so it was starting to bleed. So he sent him to the sideline to get the blood cleaned up.
Thank you. Yeah, I realize I'm not the one bleeding, but that's not as serious as I thought it might be.
No, and I don't think that's a decision that Riggs or the coaching staff is making. That's an official's decision. They're going to send him off to get the blood tended to.
Yeah, that's correct. It was the side judge saw him after he scored the touchdown and sent him off.
32-6, 5:07 to go. The Warriors need to kick off, do a 3 and out, and get one more drive with the wind at the back here. They're going to have to be quick on that 3 and out.
Oh, hey, third quarter sponsor.
Oh, hey.
Marion Boosters, Marion County, Ace Hardware, Carlson's Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract. The quarterly reports, again, are brought to us by St. Luke Hospital. Broadcasting from the Lanning Pharmacy broadcast booth.
Our third quarter sponsors are Marion Boosters, Marion County Ace Hardware, Carlson Grocery, and Hannaford Abstract. Hey, we've got to do it a couple times, and we may forget. We're down to 5 minutes to go in the quarter, Kevin.
I thought Mike was taking a nap for a second.
No.
Oh, no, he never listened to me before.
I knew he did it. I thought maybe we'd just say it again with a different voice. We got it done twice now. It's all good.
Austin's going, this ain't the right football. There's not enough air in it.
It's not my kicking ball.
Not my deflated ball. There you go. Southeast of Saline. There's our scandal right there. Let the air out of the football so we couldn't kick it as far. I'm going to tee it up for you, man.
He's pretty particular about his footballs.
Got a little Tom Brady syndrome. All right, Austin needs to put it in the end zone again for no run back.
Tell you what, the kickoff team's consulting about something. It just started from Corbin and went all the way down the line prior to this kick. I don't know if something is in the works.
Onside kick.
No. But they did maybe change the direction of the kick.
Maybe so.
Take it back to the 10-yard line. Oh, we need to shut this down right here. He's going to get out across the 35, and it was nice to see that our kicker, Austin Neufeld, who, for those who don't know, has had a broken collarbone and had to leave the field immediately after each kickoff. This time, he was diving right in there trying to get involved in that tackle. All right, they'll be 1st and 10 at the Warrior 37.
The Warriors can do another defensive stand.
Wow.
Yeah, Murray with another great run, and yeah, I'd love to have seen a fumble there, Kevin.
That snap was iffy at best. Should have disrupted the play, but they still got a great gain out of that.
2nd and 4. If in fact the Warriors line is starting to assert itself, they need to do it from the defensive side of the ball as well. Quarterback keeps, and there we go.
Tyler Pollack doing a great job from the linebacker spot, knifing in there to shut that play down.
Banks, the quarterback, loses 2 yards.
Tyler was able to cut up underneath the pulling guard there and kind of beat the guard to his spot and make the play.
All right, 3rd and 5. 4:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball's on the 43. Banks and Murray in the backfield. They've been a dynamic duo for the Trojans tonight.
Need some pressure.
Banks has some running room, and he's going to get the first down.
Only rushing 3 defenders there. If he was able to break contain as he did, he was going to have some open field to work with, able to pick up the first down and continue the drive.
The Warriors did have good coverage on everybody that was out in a receiving position, but that left them with too few people to bottle up Banks. The 49-yard line of the Trojans, 1st and 10. Quick pass, and once again we missed on that initial opportunity to tackle him, and there he goes, picking up 20 more. That has happened too often tonight.
Yeah, that's the design of that play. You complete an easy pass for a 4 or 5 yard gain, and if that's the worst you get on offense, you're happy.
Yep. But
one missed tackle turns it into 20 going the other way, and that's exactly the design and what they're looking for in that kind of play.
Takes the ball down to the Warrior 26 as the Trojans look to answer the Warrior 3rd quarter score. Coming across this direction with the sweep. Murray's going to get to the 22.
Tyler Pollack again on the tackle. Did a good job stringing that play out.
Well, Pollack, if nothing else, is consistent in his doggedness. He is not going to give up. I don't care if we're behind 100 to nothing.
The play is coming to the left side of the defensive side of the field. He's in on the tackle.
2nd and 6. That's Murray again. He gets to the 20. It'll be 3rd and 3. Nathan Baldwin makes that tackle. Probably closer to 4 yards to go for the Trojans. This time they've got Murray. I'm sorry, that's number 4. Yeah, that's Murray. Spread out on the left side. I think hand off to number 7, Hunter White.
It's going to be right near the first down marker there.
I think he's just a little short. Darren, is he short?
Yeah, they're going to signal fourth down.
They're going to signal fourth down. They might call for a measurement here.
Okay, looks like they're probably maybe a half yard short.
It's the length of a football, maybe.
Okay. Warriors need to crash the line hard here.
Wow, no Alvin doing the tightrope dance.
Yeah, he was. Quarterback keeps. Oh, he's hit hard. I don't know.
I think he spun forward for a first down, unfortunately.
Yeah, the spot got him first.
All right.
Good initial contact there. He was able to spin out of the initial tackle and get just enough, it looks like, to the eye.
We have the officials timeout, and that will be good enough, Mike, for a Tampa State Bank timeout. Hey, it counts. That was a Tampa State Bank timeout.
Yes, it was.
He's going to have it by half the length of a football.
Or a Tampa State Bank timeout. Aaron's right on.
Stretch, pull,
and the chain link.
First down.
And by half a length of football. Wow.
That's a big first down.
Yeah,
even if no points get on the board for their side, it's another 4 plays that they're going to run.
1:16 left in the third quarter. All they need to do is run time off the clock. The clock is their friend at this point.
I think I'm correct. There have been no turnovers by the Trojans yet in this ball
There
game.
have not.
Am I hoping? Yes, I am. Toss it over here to Murray. And Murray cuts back against the grain. They had him bottled up, and what a run. Murray's quite a ball player.
Yep, better wrap him up. Otherwise, he's not going down.
No.
We're under a minute to go now in this third quarter, and the Trojans I said they were going to try to answer the Warriors' score, and they're certainly on the verge of doing that. So far, we have been completely unable to contain them once they get inside the 5. Murray with the carry, and he's in.
Boy, he couldn't have broke the plane by much. Apparently, all it took was just a little.
And that was a really early signal by the other far line judge.
It was. That was quick. So they'll line up again to go for 2, now leading 38-6. Murray with the carry, and he's in. So the Trojans will lead by 34 with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. Warriors will get the ball back. They will, however, be going against the wind for most of the drive. In 30 seconds, we will, why don't we just do it right now? How about we go down for our third quarter quarterly report, St. Luke Hospital quarterly report. Let's go down to Darren Neufeld.
Well, we saw a lot of flashes of the Warrior team we know. Just couldn't really, other than that one touchdown drive that they sustained, some good plays. Defense looked good. It just, they made, 2 third and 5s, I think, on that last drive.
Yep.
And, we had the opportunities to maybe shut them down and stop them. They made that one first down by the half a length of football. And I don't know what else to say other than it's, we got one more quarter to play. I guess, at this point, hopefully the Warriors can come out and maybe put some more points on the board and maybe not be the 21-point loss for the max points on the district score.
Yeah, I would second that. I know this is totally homer in and out look, but then that's the way I've done this for 22 years. I'm not going to change now. Yeah, I'd love to see the Warriors get a score, get a stop, get a score. We're going to lose, but you start to make this look a little more like a football game. Play for pride here. Kick's going to be taken by Peterson at 21. Cuts up this left side, going to get the ball out across the 40. Good field position for the Warriors. They'll have maybe two, probably just one play with the wind at their back.
Put it in the air.
Yeah.
You know, those kickoffs, you've seen early on in the game, number 4 was kicking, and that's the one that was driving a little more of a line drive kick. Since then, I think the last 3 or 4 kickoffs, it's been number 83, and that's the one that's been putting it a lot higher and shorter.
Okay. More time for them to get down underneath and cover it.
Still a great field position.
Yep, sure is. Wheeler with the carry. Wheeler gets outside, cuts back inside, has a first down. We got a flag. What's the flag?
It's going to be a hold. There's 2 of them. It's going to be a hold back here near the 40. There's another one up.
Well, good golly. That was a good-looking play.
They're going to get Nathan Baldwin on a hold there, it looked like on that replay, and I don't know if I agree.
Well, tell you what, why don't you go down there and give him a piece of your mind?
I'll save that for the spring.
Say, go down and tell them they're costing us this ball game.
I don't think an MCTV announcer has ever been ejected from a game, have we?
No, we've had a couple get close. And Gene's wanted to eject a couple over the years, but...
Wow, 1st and 19.
Yeah, back to our own 33. We started this possession on the 40.
There's another bubble screen we've seen a couple times.
Oh,
Mason's tackled by his own man.
Wow. Kate Harms
with the hit of the night.
Well, here's the deal. If you're going to get tackled by your own player, at least get tackled by your own player who was All-State last year.
There you go.
You know.
Marion Die and Fixture is a Bradbury Group company that manufactures a wide range of custom dies and fixtures for metal forming applications. The dedicated employees and management place an emphasis on quality. Marion Die and Fixture is a proud supporter of the Marion community.
Donahue Manufacturing continues the tradition of quality trailer manufacturing which began over 50 years ago. Located just outside of Durham, Kansas, Donahue builds a full line of agricultural, industrial, and utility trailers. Continuous product evaluation and quality improvements ensure that you get maximum value for your trailer purchase. Please visit our website at donahuetrailers.com or call us toll-free 1-800-457-7406. When there's work to do, Donahue.
Welcome to Lumberyard in Hillsborough, Kansas, in Marion County. My name is John Heffley, I'm president and owner, and I'd like to welcome you and show you some of the services we have to offer here. We are a full-service lumberyard. We do paint, lumber, hardware. We have free delivery in Marion County. We have a lot of options to show people. We have a showroom for kitchen and bath. We are just a full service, and we'd love to have you come take a look at us and shop Marion County.
The Warriors 2nd and 15 now from their own 36, headed south. Snyder gets it out here. Oh, there's the flag! Yeah, there you go. That was intended for Garrett Hoffner, and boy, he got leveled before the ball got there.
Either the refs couldn't find their flags or they were all thinking about it. It was like, wow.
The ball kind of floats there on Jack, doesn't get there in a timely manner, and he just runs right through the back of Garrett Hoffner.
I think the official, because you can see his shadow down here, I think he was digging for the flag. He found
Look at it now, yeah.
He found some mints.
Some lint.
Yeah, his wife's shopping list.
Yeah, I think both officials had trouble getting the pocket out of the pockets on that one.
That was funny.
All right, so a good break. Well, not a break. That's just a call that went the Warriors' way, and very legitimately. That'll set us up first down in Trojan territory at the 49. Schultz will spread out top of your screen, left side of the formation. Wheeler in the slot. Snyder keeps, pitches to Wheeler. Wheeler's around that left side. Wheeler gets driven out of bounds, but he gets the first down.
He has some speed, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Wow. He turned the Jets on around that corner. Nice seal block, though, too, here.
It was
right there.
Bryce Schultz right there on the edge. Very good job. Allowed for the big gainer.
Yep.
Takes the ball down to the 34-yard line.
Fourth quarter sponsors are Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investments, and the Lumber Yard.
Who are our Warrior sponsors?
Our Warrior sponsors are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, HRK Store, and Katie Insurance.
First down, Warriors. Looking to pass. Now Snyder's just going to try to get something, make something out of nothing, and he gets out of bounds after maybe a gain.
A yard.
Score is Trojans 40, Warriors 6. I could make an argument that these teams are not that far apart, but I would acknowledge someone could argue to the contrary because the score is the score.
Well, that disastrous first quarter just is such a hole to climb out.
It was a disastrous first series that turned into a bad first quarter that rolled into a bad first half all around.
No, that's Peyton Heidebeck. He's going to lose a yard, maybe two. Third and 11 now for the Warriors. Back outside the 35. Have to assume the Warriors are probably in four-down territory about all the time now, unless they're really close to their own goal line. $11 minutes to go in this fourth quarter. Riggs gets a carry. Riggs has a nice gain as he gets down near the 25 to about the 27, 26.
I'm impressed with Aaron and his running. He hits the hole fast right there, and then he's got some good power to him, keeps his balance, and gets a lot more yardage after the initial hit.
Absolutely. Gives him a chance here to convert on a fourth and at least fairly manageable versus being behind the sticks there on third down.
Yep.
As is often the case when you're playing competition that of this level as opposed to some people we may have been playing, a lot of times that would have been about a 20-yard longer gain for Aaron. Here's Riggs trying to get out the outside. He's going to get the first down before being bulldozed down. I think that was Murray again. I'm looking out. It is. Murray has been all over the place. Ben Murray on offense and defense.
Corbin Wheeler just push pressed somebody, and he went back about 8 yards.
That was number 7.
Good. He's had his mouth running the whole night.
That's Hunter White.
They've been engaging each other.
They sure have.
Virtually every play.
First and 10 Warriors from the 22 of the Trojans. Snyder pitches to Wheeler. Wheeler gets inside the 20. And this time it's number 2, the quarterback, Bryce Banks, who comes up and puts on the hit, and then he does a little talking.
They like to talk. Haven't seen too many football games with Southeast, but we've run across them during the baseball season, and That's the same thing that we see as well.
I don't know what that was, but the noise just came out over the loudspeaker.
I think someone dropped a microphone over there or something.
That's a handoff to Riggs. Riggs tries to give up a little ground to get some, and he does pick up a couple of extra yards. Wonder if that was the official accidentally turning his mic on.
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't know.
We're being told it was in the press box here.
It was loud.
I jumped.
I peed.
I just spit Pepsi out of my nose.
We got all kinds of things going up here.
Glad I'm down here.
You just be thankful, Darren.
3rd and 5.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, you were mentioning the talking after the play. Yeah, there's 2 and 3. Politely saying snipping going on as our guys get pushed out of bounds.
Okay. Snyder straight drop. He's going into the end zone for Wheeler, and that's broken up. I was in Topeka today, and as I was going into the Judicial Center, into the parking lot, I noticed that there were police everywhere, and there were roads blocked off, and someone had taken a 55-gallon drum and chained it to a statue in the Capitol grounds somehow overnight. No one saw them, and then now they were very worried about an explosive or something, so they had a robot thing over there getting it.
Wow. In today's world, you can't be too careful. I am a little surprised on the grounds like that. There wouldn't have been some security cameras that.
I think there are. I think there are, but they'll just catch them after the fact, I guess. Here we go. Riggs with the carry on 4th down, and boy, that goes nowhere.
He's probably going to tell him about it too.
That was Hunter White.
They've run that same play, almost a little misdirection, just a give to Riggs going left, and it's worked a couple of times for positive yards. That time not so much, and the Warriors are going to turn the ball over on downs.
So our score is 40-6 with 8:26 to go, and the Trojans will take over on the Warrior 20. And I'm still waiting for the first Trojan turnover.
Well, it's going to have to be a fumble because I can't see them putting the ball in the air anymore. But as much as they like to talk, they like to call.
Run it up.
Yep.
Quarterback keeps, and he pops it out here incomplete. Well, that'll stop the clock.
Almost had your first pick there for you.
It's time for you to step up, Darren. Darren, keep in mind that at the end of the game, we'll come to you for the final St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report, which will also be the Central National Bank postgame show. So think of something to say. Second down, 10 to go. Hand off to the tailback, Murray. He's going to get out to the 24.
.58, Tyler Palak in on another tackle, surprise.
Big Jarrett McClendon coming in for the Warriors. As Harms comes out, those two have rotated throughout the game. 3rd and 7. Southeast in no hurry to get the playoff, using as much time as possible. And there's your pass play, and he is wide open. Wheeler and Schultz in on the tackle. Was Murray looking for a block there?
He was not. He was looking not to score.
Didn't want to go out. He didn't want to go out of bounds.
He didn't want to go out of bounds. It looked to me like he was instructed there to pick up the first down maybe, and that's it. Keep the clock moving. Although I would have liked to see a foot race because Corbin's pretty quick.
I think Corbin was catching him. Seriously.
Great drawn up play again.
Yeah, it's the second time they've hit that seam route from the second receiver in that kind of formation.
First down on the Warrior 40. Hand off to Murray again. Oh, I'm sorry, that wasn't Murray, that was White. Hunter White.
Sub of the ball carrier, Hunter White. On the tackle, the Warriors.
Picks up 5. Second down. Next week, the Warriors will remain at home for the 3rd game in a row. They'll be hosting the Hillsboro Trojans from 10 miles down the road. Big inter-county rivalry. This game hasn't gone the way we want. Got to turn it around next week. Get out and support the Warriors. Make sure to watch MCTV on Sundays and Wednesdays. Quarterback keep. Tackled by Palick as he gets inside the 30. That'll be a first down. Warrior crowd pretty quiet at this point. I think everybody really realizing we're just playing out the string here.
The announcers are pretty quiet too.
I'm trying. And once again, hand off to White. Now he gives up some ground, and oh, he breaks free and has a nice gain. Ends up picking up about 7 yards. Warriors they cannot let that happen. Are we not doing replays anymore?
Oh, here we go. Nope.
There's the start of the game. We'd like to go back to that.
Yeah. Redo.
Get in the old DeLorean and we could go back in time a little bit. And start
Here's our replay.
See, look at this. I mean, we got him back there. We've got
there.
2 people, 3 people touched him, and he gets 7 yards.
Alec is usually a pretty sure-handed tackler. Didn't get that one.
Toss come out this direction. Murray again with the carry, and he's trying to go down and not go out of bounds, so he didn't.
He turned an ankle.
He did.
He was trying to get down before he got to the sideline and kind of came up a little gimpy.
So, probably would have hurt himself before he fell or as he went down.
There's a hold there.
It sure is. I think, I think he did it right there.
Caught a cleat.
He needs to. Can you go out and teach him how to do a baseball slide?
I could go do a little tutorial right now if needed.
Gene Winkler says he tripped on the line out there.
Yeah, he stubbed the front of his foot just right on the ground, and the way he sure was holding it over here on the sideline when he went down, it's a high ankle.
Injury timeout. We'll call it a Tampa State Bank timeout.
Did you have do you have that replay available on that last
We
one?
did. That's exactly what it looked like, Darren.
But, did you also see the hold?
Yeah,
I did. No Albin was held.
Where he got spun around.
Yes.
Completely? Yeah. Coach was mentioning that to the referee, and the referee was completely giving him the cold shoulder and said, no, there was no hold there.
Interesting.
We will send the
We're looking at it again right now. And he's got had a handful
right
of jersey.
there. He gets him twice almost. He gets him turned around.
I almost fell out of the window here.
I was more worried about the TV.
If I did that or what?
We would.
It's tied in, isn't it?
Take out a couple of people down below us here. Doug Shalene would be a goner.
He's got a hat on. He's fine.
If you call that a hat.
It needs to be retired anyway.
All right, 3rd and 1 from the 21. Hand off to White. He dives forward, seems to have the first down.
After a play like that where you lose one of your better players and hopefully not a serious injury, I'm kind of surprised to see some of these guys still on the field for Southeast with, some more district games coming up.
And I have to say, that even though we've noticed that the Southeast team was maybe a little chippy, maybe a little dirty, I don't know, but the kid was trying to do the right thing.
They were.
He was trying to not go out of bounds, stop the clock. Hate to see him get hurt like that. Gonna have a flag here. Did the receive? No, it's gonna be
They're
offside.
going to call offsides. And
Offside on the defense.
so there's
No,
no.
he did not. Our guys jumped, but they did not enter the neutral zone.
I was
on
going
that
to
one.
say, and even if they do, aren't they allowed to get back before the snap?
Apparently not in high school.
Not in high school. I don't know.
It's when you break the
Aha.
neutral zone is when the call comes.
Okay.
What surprised me was that the official clear up on the far side's the only one that threw the flag, and I thought, well, maybe the receiver out there
He just guessed.
jumped or something. Yeah, I think you're right.
That's a vicinity play or vicinity call.
2nd and 5. Quarterback's going to get a flag at the end of that as Banks picks up a good gain near a first down.
From the back judge that time. Let's see if there's another hold in there. I mean, there's been one on about every play.
Southeast.
There
Oh, they're picking it up.
No flag. From where it came in at, I wasn't quite sure what it was going to be anyway.
Score 40 for the Trojans, 6 for the Warriors, 3:27 to go. Ball's on the 5. Up now, 5-yard line, 1st and goal.
7-yard line.
7-yard line, 1st and goal. My bad, I trusted the scoreboard. No, I didn't. I misread the scoreboard. I'm having a bad night, too.
Actually, the scoreboard's wrong anyway.
It's not on the 12.
There we go,
got it.
7. Quarterback keeps. Warriors pushing back.
Now, if the flag comes out in that situation, we're going to have some very angry people on this side.
We got all kinds of flags popping out. Somebody said something there at the end of that play, obviously.
They're going to call it on Nathan Baldwin.
Huh.
Yeah. It has been a very frustrating night for the Warriors. Perhaps some of that frustrating coming out here at the end of the ball game.
Dead ball. Personal foul on defense.
It'll be 1st and goal again. They'll have to go half the distance here as the official comes over to explain it to Coach Tyrrell.
Our producer says, I wish he'd leave his mic on.
That would be entertaining.
You can only take so much.
What they're saying is Nathan came up and chest bumped the guy, and Coach Tiroff just asked if the other team did it too, and he said yes, and the coach says, well, why are we getting the flag then?
Huh.
That's a very good question.
The response almost always gets the flag.
That's very true.
Not
No, but,
necessarily right.
but in this case, the umpire or the head referee is telling that Nathan did it first. And the response didn't warrant a penalty.
Darren's got good ears.
Yeah, I guess so.
If we put Frosty down there on the sideline, he would say, the coach and the official are talking.
It appears that they're talking.
Yeah,
I see the mouths moving.
maybe. I assume the mouths are moving. I can't see for sure.
We're going to have to watch after the next touchdown. If Southeast does a chest bump with each other, it'll be interesting to see if they penalize them.
Oh, look, they're picking up the flag for the official.
That's cute.
That's number 7. That's Murray. He's done it all tonight. He just as well clean up the field, too.
.216 to go. Let's see if I guess if they try and make it score a touchdown, it makes really no difference, does it, for the point differentials?
No, points are done.
Hunter White with the score.
There was a chest bump.
Yep, sure was.
Don't see flag.
So they called Nate for chest bumping his own guy?
No, they called him for chest bumping. They called him for chest bumping the Southeast guy and getting in his face, but the Southeast guy retaliated by pushing him, but Nate gets the flag.
Puts our score at 46-6 as they line up for the 2-point conversion attempt. Quarterback keeps. He's going to take it in. No, yeah, he throws it. Nice play again. Does a great job, just great job of waiting until people break open. Kevin, do you like popcorn?
Yes, I do. I've been waiting the whole game for you to give me some popcorn.
I just did.
It'll take me till the expiration of the time clock to even untie that thing. I'm going home to a granddaughter that should be in my house when I get home, so I think I'll just take this home for her.
It's yours. They brought it up from the concession stand. They know that I like popcorn. I always go down by 2 bags before the game so I can take them home, and they brought me what was left.
It's got to be at least 2 bags there.
The thing that makes me kind of feel bad is that they were telling me about an elderly gentleman who really loves their popcorn, and so they always save some for him and take it to his car for him, and now they bring it up to me, apparently, putting me in that elderly gentleman category.
Passing of the baton.
We resemble that remark.
Well, we are at the 2:03 mark with the Warriors trailing 48-6. Get one last chance for an offensive possession here. Peterson try to get a run back. Goes out of bounds on the 35. I'm watching here. There is no, the clock is not running. We talked about this a little bit earlier, whether or not that running clock rule would apply in district play.
And maybe not, but maybe not in district play. The clock has started though.
They just started it. Snyder keeps. Good run by Snyder's going to get a first down.
A lot of clean jerseys out there, Mike. I think they put in a few JV players. Appears to be in some, especially in the defensive backfield.
And the clock did stop for the when they moved the chains here.
Yeah, number 7, Hunter White, still out there in the middle of things. Number 12, Kyler Berry for the Trojans. He's been in quite a bit today, and a lot of the same familiar faces for the Warriors too, with a minute 20 left in the game.
Riggs gets the carry. And not much there for Aaron tonight. We're down under a minute to go in the game, so very disappointing evening for the Marion Warriors. And as I said before, you know that they're going to be fired up through the course of the week, and it ought to be quite a battle between the Marion Warriors and the Trojans of Hillsboro next week instead of the Trojans of southeast of Saline. Riggs gets the carry again. Probably coming up on the last play of the ball game here.
Might get one more off here just so the play clock doesn't expire and put this one in the books.
Third and 6. Warriors will probably end the ball game with this play. Riggs gets, I think, a first down.
That's going to do it.
And that's the ball game. Well, let's go down to Darren Neufeld for the St. Luke Hospital Quarterly Report and the Central National Bank pregame.
Postgame.
Postgame pregame.
I wish it was back to the pregame.
Yes.
Well, the Warriors just didn't quite have the matchups that they needed tonight to make this a better game. There was times when they seemed like they were in the right place and just didn't make the play, and then there was a lot of things that went against us early in the game from the turnovers, and we had a couple long touchdown plays. The biggest thing that these guys can take out of this is that they saw a very veteran quarterback and very veteran players that they're probably not going to see again in district play. So now they got to bounce back and figure out a way that, next week to come back and play strong against Hillsboro. And even though they have a losing record, don't treat it as such. And, come out here and win the next 2. That's what we've, the season really was 0-0 going into tonight. You got 3 games left. You got to go at least 2-1 to go on. So they still have that opportunity.
Thank you, Darren. You did a great job on the sideline, and we hope that in the future we get in a bind again, you'll be willing to step in with hopefully a little different outcome. Let's come up here now to Kevin Freesting and Roger Schroeder. You know what we're going to do, because Kevin, we're going to let you make an announcement here in a moment. And normally I do the sign-off, but we're going to let you do the sign-off tonight. So my final thoughts are, you can't let Southeast of Saline beat you twice. You got to forget about this, come back and kick Hillsborough next week. And Roger.
That's nail on the head, Mike. I think you have to look at, Darren alluded to it too, you can't look at a Hillsborough team that's coming in with a 4-2 record, I think. I don't know what they've done yet tonight.
2-4.
2-4, okay. You don't know what they've done yet tonight. I think you approach that game as it's a one-game season. You need to win that game to extend your season. If everything goes right, you get back on the right side of the point differential, which is going to play key if there's a bunch of teams tied with one loss somewhere within that district. So I think you work to try to do that this week in practice. I don't think it will be hard to get motivated for that game. You've got the Marion County rivalry. You've got that is a season on the line kind of game. You're not going to get out of the district with 2 losses. And so I think you're not going to have trouble getting motivated. Now, can you be motivated? Can you prepare the right way? Can you come in and keep your emotions in check in a big-time ball game next Friday? We'll have to see. First real adversity test for this Warrior team, and we'll see how this 2016 bunch responds on Friday next week.
Kevin Frosty Freesting.
Not a whole lot to add to that, other than I agree with you, Roger, wholeheartedly. These Warriors, a good chunk of this group has matured over the last several years, having to take in a lot or fill in a lot of roles as very young, either freshmen and a lot of sophomores. And so they've been maturing as we go along. A real test of that maturity will to see how they can overcome adversity, especially in a loss that stings like this does. Again, you're right. It's very difficult for you. Better not be coming in with this still buzzing around in your head next week as we get ready for Hillsborough, because these kids know full well what that has meant over the years as far as the rivalry goes. So and also they know that to continue on, you got to win the next game.
That's right.
If you don't win the next game, you are done for sure. So we'll see how they do. I think they'll really come back. I think that's it. Mike's taking his headset off and everything. So.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't?
Make your announcement.
I was announcing that we're playing Hillsborough next week.
Oh, that's it? Well, wrap us up then.
All right. I did. I told Mike that unless something drastic happens, that I am retiring from MCTV. So I think he made all these guys somehow mysteriously disappear from being able to help tonight to ask me to come up and do this, which was a great thing to do. So it did give me one more chance to put the headset on, and it has been a lot of fun. Mike, it's been a blast going way back to you guys and Kevin Hofer and Ed Wheeler. We put a lot of miles on the road. We did a lot of stupid things along the way, and said a lot of stupid things. But
oh, Lord,
hey,
yes.
Hey, we're still doing this so many years later. So it's just been an honor to be able to do this all these years. Hopefully, it has been good for our community as we've done this. So continue to support MCTV. It is such an important thing. So with that said, it has been awesome, and I will be turning it over to the younger generation, Roger and Jeremiah, and you guys. It's just I'm glad you guys are stepping in to do this. So congratulations for that, and kudos to you for doing that. With that said, for Roger Schroeder and Mike Powers and Jay Smith and Darren Neufeld and Gene Winkler and whoever else I missed, thank you for watching again tonight. Warrior fans, come out here next week and cheer on the Warriors against Hillsborough. Always remember, folks, keep the main thing the main thing. Good night.